Hey guys, so I did not think I was going to be filming a video this afternoon, but it just so happened that my package just arrived at the front door. So I have never been so, I quit work from home today, so I didn't have any makeup on, my hair wasn't done, anything. So I quickly just went and put a little bit of makeup on. I've never gotten ready so quick because I really want to open this parcel, and it is taking all of me not to open it before filming, but I knew that I had to do it on camera because you guys love unboxings. So for those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've been really wanting a Louis Vuitton Noe in the monogram because I already have it in the epi leather, and I absolutely love this bag. And I recently went through all of my handbags and sold any that I wasn't sort of reaching for anymore. I recently sold my Louis Vuitton Speedy, and I found that I only had one work bag, which is fine, but my Noe is very quickly showing some wear because I use it all the time. So I was really on the hunt for a bag that wasn't black, because sometimes your outfit needs, you know, some brown and something not as harsh as black. So I've been on the lookout for a brown work bag, and I just haven't been able to find one. And I was like, I'm just not going to find something that matches up to the Noe. So you're either a lover of the Noe or you're not. But I find the game changer with a bucket bag is to have an organizer. And then once you have an organizer, it is honestly the best bag and most functional bag you will probably own. So yeah, I've been looking for the Louis Vuitton Noe in monogram for the longest time, and the prices have just gone up so much on the pre-love market that I just did not feel comfortable spending upwards of $500 on a vintage bag. I know that might sound crazy to people because that is super cheap, but I don't know, I just knew that I didn't necessarily need it right in that moment. So I was happy to wait, I was happy to keep browsing. Anyway, I went onto the eBay bids the other day. It was a very in the moment kind of buy, and it just was meant to be. So I hadn't been looking at the bidding the day before, which I usually do, and I kind of jumped on within the last half an hour of these bids going for auction, and I just quickly had a look. I quickly typed in Noe on my main sellers just to see if any were going within the next half an hour, and boom, there was one going. So before I open the package, I just wanted to give a little background about the bag itself. So I am always looking for one that is in good condition, because I know that it is a bag that I've wanted in my collection for a really long time, and I know that I'm going to have it in my collection for a really long time. So I need it to be in good condition because I want to be able to get a lot of wear out of it. So it had to be in decent condition, which is already hard to come by. And the moment you see a Noe that has no cracks, it may have some stains and some scratches and stuff, but no major cracks in the leather or the canvas, the prices are upward of like around $700 mark is what you kind of pay for them. So especially in the monogram, you can kind of get a little bit cheaper with the epi leather. But I was looking and looking, and I came across this one, and it had no cracks and everything, and I was like, why is this one still quite reasonably priced? So I had a good look, and the reason why is because now when I look into the description, I had a quick look, and it had right down the bottom, it has made in France. The code number is unreadable. So straight away I was like, okay, this is why this one's going a little bit cheaper. It's been authenticated. The sellers that I purchase off on eBay are authenticated sellers. Every item they sell and every item that I've bought off them, I've had authenticated, and it's been the real deal. There are many reasons why there might not be a code on there, or that the code is unreadable, and that doesn't necessarily deter me. In the beginning of when I first started collecting designer items, I would have straight away gone, nah, I'd rather pay the extra couple of $100s to have that code readable. But the reason why I wasn't too phased about it is through experience, and that's because I've owned a Speedy before that was from early 1980s, and the code was almost unreadable, but I have never ever owned a bag in such good quality. Everyone, I think it's kind of a known thing that the older the bag is, the better the quality and the craftsmanship is. I knew that if the code was unreadable, and when the images that it did have of the code, the numbers of the code were separated, and that happened when the first codes ever came out. They used to separate the codes rather than having all the codes together. They used to separate them, and I could see straight away that the code that was on this, they were separated. So I knew it was a very old bag. And for me, what sold it was that I knew it was extremely old and it had no cracking in the leather. So I was like, look, I would rather have an unreadable code and have a bag that is really durable and really good quality. The only issue for me down the track is if I want to sell it and if I want to have it properly authenticated, I might find that difficult. But I didn't have long to weigh up my options because the bid was coming to an end. So I thought to myself, this bag I'm going to have in my collection for a really long time. I may not be able to have a code that's readable, but I do know that because of its age and because those code numbers are separated, and I know that it's a really old bag, I know it's going to be really good quality and potentially better quality than something else that I find down the line. So I'll show you the photos as well, so that way when we open it you can kind of see, you can kind of be in the same position as me in terms of first impressions. So this is the bag here. As you can see, the canvas is in really good condition. All the leather, there's no cracking, no major cracking. I checked all around this area here, no major cracking. On the base there are some stains, but I'm going to try my best to clean them up a little. That's going to happen with a vintage bag, especially with a really old one. But I mean, really, if you have a look at some of them, that's actually really, really good. And then see there's some sort of scratches and a bit of dryness there. So I do plan to clean the bag up a little and give it a good condition. There's some more of the bag. See how good the condition is? Up here you have A2. Now usually down here is where the code is, and it's about 5 digits is the standard Louis Vuitton code. But because the A2 was on its own, first of all, that means it's made in France. So I know that it's made in France, which I love to buy Louis Vuitton bags that are made in France because I feel like that's super special, and they're a French brand. So I like to personally buy the ones that are made in France. So I know it's made in France. And then the other digits down the bottom here, you can faintly, very faintly see an end of a number here. I ordered this 4 days ago and it's already arrived. So that is the beauty. I love buying off Japanese sellers because they're always here so quickly. Like, you get it either within the week if you buy on the Monday auctions, and if you buy on the Thursday auctions, you're going to get it the following week. So I had an inkling it might arrive today, but I didn't know for sure it was going to. I was literally checking the tracking probably every hour to see the updates, and I kind of got to the end of the day and was like, oh well, it's not going to arrive today. But then late afternoon, around 4 o'clock, it arrived. So it must have been like the last parcels of the day. So guys, let's get in and just open the package. So if you've never bought a vintage designer item off an eBay seller, part of getting it for a really good price is that not a lot of effort goes into the packaging. So I've just got here an express package bag, and then the bag is usually wrapped in bubble wrap. Oh my God, I'm almost nervous. I just really hope it's okay. And so far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far, the images never do the bag justice. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. So, oh, I hope my address isn't anywhere. So here it is. In the bubble wrap. Now, do you want to know what price I paid? If you're from the US, I paid $290 US for the bag. Once the GST was included, and I don't know, there's some other little fees, nothing major though, so don't ever be deterred by the fees because it's maybe like $50 in fees. But once everything was done, Australian and like the PayPal fee and everything, what came out of my PayPal account was $490. So that's a pretty good deal for a Noe bag. Okay guys. here we have it. Oh my god. Guys, it's in such good condition. Look at this. All the patina is so even. It's so soft. Oh my god. There are some watermarks, which I was fully aware of when buying it. It had it all pictured. Oh my god, sorry guys. I'm like, I have to look at this. Oh my god. Guys, the condition is so good. Look at this. Look at the leather. Like, there is no cracking at all. And you wait until I polish up this brass. I think I'm just going to do it straight away like that. My night is set. I'm going to be polishing up this bag, giving it a good clean. It feels a little bit dusty because it's been, a lot of these bags sit in storage for a really long time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll put something in it just so you can really see what it looks like. Okay, so I've just put a blanket in there that I've just had on the spare bed here. I can't deal. Like, the outfits that I am going to, this is just going to elevate any outfit that I wear. Look at that. Worth the risk. Absolutely worth the risk. Let's go over the bag a little. So here we've got our tassel. It's still in a really good condition. And the beauty of it being so old is all the leather has changed sort of color over time, and now it's all really even. So that looks really, really beautiful. Obviously all the brass hardware needs a really good polish, so I'll definitely give that a polish. Guys, can you believe there is just no cracking? It is so hard to find any kind of Louis Vuitton bag in monogram with this kind of finish. It is so hard to find it without cracking. So I'm going to be very, very gentle with it. And I'm going to make sure I don't pull this too tight because that just causes more creases in here. And I like to sling this bag over my shoulder and leave it really open so that doesn't bother me. The canvas is perfect. Like, it is absolutely beautiful. So these numbers, I think this is like its auction number, so I'll just take that off. It's always better in real life. So if you see something in the pictures and you're like, that looks pretty good to me, you just wait until it arrives and it's always better. Then we go to the base of the bag. Look at that. There are no major stains. I'm in shock. There is the back of the bag, the other side, and then we've got the beautiful strap. It's quite thick here and very durable. So there's the code. You've got A2, and then under here you've got, I can read a 2. Okay, I can't seem to get that date code, but I'm just going to keep playing around with it. I honestly think I'll be able to see it. Like, I can very faintly see the 3 digits. They've just rubbed because they're in a really awkward spot, so they've just rubbed down so you can't see them. But nevertheless, doesn't really matter. When I go to try and sell it, if I ever do, that's when I'll think about it, but I don't think I'll ever sell it. Noe bags are extremely hard to find at a reasonable price anymore because they're super in style, I think, in my opinion, and everyone is just grabbing them where they can. So it's very, very hard to find them. Even in the epi leather, they're hard to get for a really good price. So I am so happy I've got my very own vintage Noe bag in the monogram. So right now I'm just wearing all black. I've just got these little cute earrings in. I got these the other day. There's a little shop near my work and they just do earrings. So I bought these and I'm just wearing all black. So I thought I might just show you what it looks like with an all black outfit. am so happy with this bag. I just keep thinking it was meant to be. Just like every other bag that I've gotten for a really good price. It's just always meant to be. It always just happens really easily. From the moment I purchase it to the moment it arrives, everything flows, it exceeds my expectations. So yeah, this is why I love buying secondhand and I love buying from eBay, because one, you save money. It's the whole thrill of not really knowing what you're going to get. For those of you who have not done this to your Louis Vuitton bags or have never seen it be done before, I'm about to show you the power of Brasso. And this is why I love buying Louis Vuitton, because I've had vintage Celine, vintage Gucci, vintage Saint Laurent, and none of the hardware is brass. So once it's tarnished, you may have a really beautiful, good quality bag, canvas, leather, PVC, really beautiful bag, but you cannot do anything about the hardware being tarnished. But with Louis Vuitton, we simply polish it up. So I'm about to do that, and I will show you what happens when you do. And it is like, I'm going to have a brand new bag after this. So I just take out the leather cord, which I'm going to go over this tonight with some leather conditioner and just give it all a really nice wipe down. I first go over with baby wipes to remove any dirt, and then once the bag's actually clean, I go over with leather conditioner, and that just brings out a real shine and makes sure that all the leather isn't as dry. So with the Brasso, I simply get a microfiber cloth, and you don't need a lot of this. It's quite strong, so just be careful with it. Some people like to wear a mask, but I don't think it's that bad. It might be, I don't know. So I just get a bit on there like this, and now there's some on there. It's actually a really strong smell. Now, whatever you do, just try your best not to get it onto the canvas or the leather. Sometimes it's really hard, so just do what you can. Don't freak out too much if you do. But I basically just, like that. So I've just dabbed it on there, and then I just leave it for a second. Like, it's already coming off, and then I just very lightly just polish, like, let me just come up there and show you. I just dab it with that bit, and I just in very slowly in circular motions. Guys, this is a long process. It's quite therapeutic, so enjoy it. Don't rush it. I love this. Like, nothing gets me more excited than this. Just that thrill of the bag arriving, and even this whole cleaning process. I enjoy every part of it, and you guys should too. Especially if you're into a minimalist wardrobe, or you are conscious about the environment and you want to be a little bit better with your wardrobe. Just go I'm about to go on a rant. Oh my gosh. So basically, to sum it up, just go very good quality basics with your wardrobe. It's all about texture. Try and keep to minimal colors, but if you have beautiful frills or nice textures, then stick to those, and then you end up spending less money on clothes because you don't buy as many, and they're all transitional, and you can pair all your items with each other, and they all work well together. So then all the money you save, it's a great way to justify buying a designer bag. But you don't really need to justify it too much, because designer bags, when you get them pre-loved, can be quite cheap. Look at my cloth. Look at that. Like, that is all. And then I just flip it over, and I just go again, just with a bit of a cleaner cloth. I just keep going, and yes, you do this with everyone, but I recently did this to my other Noe bag. If you haven't seen any of my other videos when I talk about my black Noe bag, I will leave a link up here or down below in the description box, and I'll insert a photo of that bag. It is my baby. I absolutely love it. And even seeing this now, I thought maybe, oh, what if I get this and I use this more than my black one? I already know that my black one is still just a statement. Like, it's so beautiful, and I love black epi leather. Any epi leather I love. Before, after. A reminder, this bag is most likely from the early 1980s. And that is the shine you get. And that, my friends, is why we love Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton doesn't have this big name for nothing. They are honestly such good quality pieces. I'm going to go ahead and polish the rest, give it a wipe down with the baby wipes, and I'll come back and show you exactly what it looks like when that's all done. Okay, it is now, it's probably been an hour. And I have finished polishing and cleaning. I haven't yet conditioned it, but I will do that. So it's so nice and gold. I absolutely love it. And almost, when it's that gold, it almost doesn't match the bag because the bag is a little bit more weathered in a way. So I reckon give it a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and it'll be a nice sort of bronzy tone rather than a really gold color. But yeah, how amazing is that? Now I'm just going to, I've stuffed it with a bunch of towels, and I'm just going to let it sit with those towels in there until I need to use it, which isn't until Monday because it's now Friday. So I'll wear this to work on Monday, and I'll make sure I get an outfit of the day pic. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on there because I often post my work outfits on there. So over the weekend, I'm just going to leave the towels in there just to help keep its shape. If you guys want to see videos on how I style the Noe bag and Noe bags, seeing as I now have both the monogram and the black, I can do that for you. If you want to see a bit more of a review in a few weeks after I use it for a while, what the difference is between this and the epi leather and how I find the monogram, I can film that for you. If you have any questions about the bag or buying from eBay, please just let me know below and I'll be sure to get back to you. But yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely night and I'll see you in my next video.